coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Dane Burnett will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretches.
Now at the plate, Glover. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Heading out toward shallow right. Santana is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. White Sox leave 1. Still no score. Digging in to try it again, Glover. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Number 13.
No balls and a strike to count. Glover stands at an impressive 6'5", swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man coming.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we show you the White Sox leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the team in that department. Striding in once again, David Dahl, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a look and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. Chopped weakly to the left. Leary fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
First baseman, number 10, Marwin Gonzalez.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air to right field. Spangenberg has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Omar Narvaez, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Omar Narvaez.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Glover. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it now is Cain as he puts it away for the first out. Ready once again, Glover. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. Yelich is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem, well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. Milwaukee put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Jimmy Nelson earns his 8th victory of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers, 11 runs.
Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago White Sox. Interleague baseball comes your way next. Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Breaking ball in for a strike. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
A bouncer to the left side. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the... Up next for Chicago, Glover. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone! Solo shot here to left. Home run number 59 on the season. And the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Glover.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Ready for another shot now. David Dahl. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready now for the White Sox, Michael Brantley.
Left fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but He did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Now batting, Glover. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit to third. Shaw has it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 12 and the Brewers nothing. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Domingo Santana. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Scorched to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle inning. It's about time they get something going. What you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. At the plate, Glover. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Number 13.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. So digging in now, Michael Brantley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A line shot to third base. Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the payoff pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Corey Spangenberg. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So stepping in, Glover, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
16-2 in tonight's game. Chicago put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Ronaldo Lopez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Michael Inoa slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes.
From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago White Sox. Stay tuned. White Sox baseball is next. Lucas Giolito gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Corey Spangenberg, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-1. Attempt here. Glover comes up with it. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. So striding forward now, Glover watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Swing and the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2. Ripped down the line to his right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including. So coming to the plate, Glover. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. The relay. But he'll be in there with a double. So he's into second on the two-base hit here to lead off the home fourth. And as we call on our team leaderboard, you can see he's up to 35 now on the year. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Glover leads off second with nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is there, and the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Here's Michael Brantley. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Glover.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is.
Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Down the third baseline. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Michael Brantley. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The White Sox down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Angel Rodriguez pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. Jacob Barnes works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers.
A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.